this guide is meant for experienced players. If you need step-by-step instructions on where to start the quest, how to get to certain locations, or other basic things of that nature, this guide is not for you. For the quest Icthlarin's Little Helper, you need to have completed Gertrude's Cat, and that's the only requirement I can see. You have to be able to defeat a level 91 monster. And then the items you need is a kitten or cat or overgrown cat, tinderbox, about 500 coins or more, a bag of salt, willow log, bucket of sap, antidotes plus or an anti-poison of some sort, water skin with 4 doses. You need at least one of those, and then because you have to give that to this NPC, and then you need some for yourself, or you don't need some for yourself, but it'd be good to bring some for yourself, because she'll only take a 4. So if you drink from this one, you don't have a 4-dose water skin for her, then you can't start the quest. So anyway, then you also need some food and stamina and super energy potions. This quest is one of the quests where you should bring both, definitely, not just staminas. And yeah, definitely food if you're low level, weapons to fight a few boss monsters during the quest, and that's pretty much it. So to start the quest, you speak to the Wanderer, and the quest options are 2, 1, 4. Make sure your cat is out. So talk to her again, which option is 4. Should end up here. Drop your cat and touch the door. Be careful here, make sure you have food if you're low level, because you cannot get out of this flashback unless you either die or you finish it. So it's pretty dangerous for a low level. Make sure you have food, or you don't have a lot of valuable stuff. At least that's what the quest guide says. I haven't actually tested it to see if you can teleport out, but that's what it says, so I just try and be safe and have that in mind. So you want to just run through this thing, get over to here, you want to jump across. And you may fail like that, and if you fail, you'll just have to run back over there and try it again until you make it across. Okay, that's pretty unlucky. 2 fails in a row. And it saps some of your energy every time you fail. Or I think even if you make it, it still takes some energy, so that's why super energies are really helpful for this quest. That's 3 fails in a row, so I'm getting extremely unlucky. Four fails in a row, maybe. Let's see. Yes, 4 fails in a row. That's Oh, that's just amazing on the time I'm trying to get a good time for this quest. 4 fails in a row. Yep, so every time you fail, just keep running back until you make it. Usually you should only fail once or twice, or make it. So 4 fails in a row is pretty unlucky. I think how much energy you have does affect it a little bit, so if you have 100% energy when you try jumping it, I think you might have a higher success rate, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And it's not really worth it for me to sit and wait for my energy to go up or waste all my super energy potions. So anyway, you come over here to the west side, and open this door, and it should come up with a puzzle. So you have to solve this puzzle. You want to try and get all of the tiles flipped over to the picture side, which I guess if you're good at puzzles, it might be pretty easy. I'm not too great at puzzles. It also depends on kind of your luck on what you get starting out. Because when I did this on my other account, I got some pretty easy, like starting where I only had to move a couple and I had it done. This time was a little bit harder. So there we go, they're all flipped over. That should be done. Then it should take you back out here. You want to drop your cat, talk to the Sphinx, and beware, if you answer him wrong right here, you will lose your cat. So the chat option is 1. And then right here the answer is 9. And then the chat option is 1. You want to head west, speak to the High Priest, head back east, or where you were just at. Make sure your cat is out, and open the door. You have to go back through this temple again. Jump across the pit again. Another flashback will occur. So you want to go through this door. You want to take one of these jars until it lets you take one. And a guy will appear. So you want to kill him. Then take the jar that made him pop up. Then exit. Jump over the gap, and that should be the end of the flashback. Jump over the gap again. And I failed. Get pretty unlucky with that. This go through this quest. So once again, just keep coming back here, trying to jump the gap until you actually make it. You want to head over here, you're going to have to solve this puzzle again. Once that's solved, go in here and drop your jar where you picked it up during the flashback. Now head out. Jump the gap. It's actually helpful if you fail this time because you're leaving the temple. And this will, but of course I don't fail when it matters. So yeah, just go to the end of the temple where you started that and go up the ladder right there. The ladder, head back to the high priest. First option, sure, no problem. Then head south. Speak to the embalmer. Head east. Speak to the carpenter. Options 2. Oops. After that, talk to him again. Make sure you give him your willow log. Once you've given him your willow log, you'll know you've gone through all the dialogue. Then talk to Riedel. Then head southwest back to the embalmer. Next, let's talk to the carpenter again. He should have your symbol done. Want to head back into the temple once again. Go through it once again. gap. Flashback should start. Head east. Head into the east room. Open the doorway. Use your symbol thing on one of the sarcophaguses. Head back out the doorway. Should be the end of the flashback. Now you want to jump over the gap. Once you make it over the gap, I'm going to head to the east room. Prepare for the final battle. This wanderer will pop up and summon some guy to beat you. Once he's dead, talk to the high priest. Do a little cutscene. And head back out of the temple. That time I fell, which is actually nice because it jumps me all the way back here, much closer to the where I'm actually heading. I'm up the staircase. Go talk to the high priest, and that should be quest complete.